Today we're going to take a look at my backpack. Right there. This is the GoRuck GR1 in the smaller version. I think it's around 20 liters. I think there's a 20, 25, or 26, but this is a smaller version, the 25. And I'm going to talk about how I use it, what I like about it. I've used this for probably 2 years now, actually. I'm actually looking at the post. I was talking about putting diapers in it. I don't put diapers in it anymore. My 2-year-old is potty trained. I don't have diapers to deal with. So, yeah. Let's talk about the bag. So first off, let's talk about some of the uses that I put this through. This has been my bike commuting bag. This has been my run commuting bag. This has been my weekend dad bag. It's been my tech bag. It's been my grocery bag. It's actually, as I said, I realized just did groceries with it. That was a short walk around the corner for laundry detergent, actually. But so it's been my grocery bag. It's just been kind of my everything bag. It's my camera bag now, and we'll talk a little bit about this, which is the Low Pro Viewpoint CS80 or something like that. Anyway, we'll talk about that, and there'll be links to everything. If I get the names wrong, there'll be links in the description below. That's what I've used this bag for. I'm going to tell you about. I've used it hiking too. I've used it for lots of different stuff. Lots and lots. I put it through its paces. It's never been washed except for the time it got soaked in Seattle. So let's talk about it, right? First thing I want to talk about is the straps. A lot of people here, I'll zip this up first. Talk about these straps, that they are uncomfortable, that they're really hard to, not to use, but like they're just not comfortable at first. I didn't find that so much. I found that it's always fit pretty well. I've been happy with the fit. I found them comfortable enough right out of the gate. The biggest thing that I did notice, that especially after the first really good soaking on a run, when they got really sweaty and it was raining on me, is that they did soften up a bit and they got even more comfortable. So I really like that point of it. But otherwise, like I really haven't found that the bag needed a ton of breaking in. At least not compared to the bags that I use. I've done lots of backpacking. You can see right up, there's a panorama of my daughter and I up in the mountains. I didn't find that they needed some huge amount of break in that I haven't seen with other bags. So fit, been really good. Function's been really good. I find that the straps are the right width for my shoulders. My wife finds it maybe a little wide. Now, like I said, I did a lot of bike commuting with this. I don't anymore. This is my office, but I used to have an office a few kilometers away. And it was great for that. As far as waterproofness goes, this is a pretty heavy Cordura. And it was waterproof enough for pretty much every use that I had. I never really found that I didn't have enough waterproofness just for my 5 or 6 kilometer ride to the office. Now, I did soak it down once in Seattle. And like by soak it down, I mean it was like an hour and a half in like torrential Seattle rain, which I get up here in Chilliwack too, just outside of Vancouver. And in that one, it did not actually, it didn't really last. I did get water into the bag. It was not wasn't waterproof. So I've come from some of the other bags, like the Mission Workshop Shed, which is a messenger bag, waterproof, except for like you can't dunk it, but it's rainproof. And I still have the Timbuktu Quattro out in my garage. Again, waterproof. You can just take it out in the rain, and it's not a problem with it. You don't have to worry about it. It doesn't need an extra cover. It doesn't need anything. It just works. It's great. This one's not that. So to combat that, I actually have. Well, I'll get it for you. So to make it waterproof, I actually use a pack cover. This is from Deuter. It fits 20 to 35 liter packs, and it packs up. All right, it's my fist, pretty small. And just unstuffed from the bag here. Like that. It's literally just a raincoat for it. Put it on, cinch it up. It's tight. You're done. And once I added that backpack, that cover to the pack, it's been totally fine. I've been totally happy with it, and I haven't had any issues with it in the water at all. It's been perfect running. It's been perfect in everything. I've taken it out long, and everything inside has stayed entirely dry. Now, even in the Seattle soaking, it was fine. All that was, and I'll show you the inside. Hard to see with black backpacks, right? So the inside has 2 pockets. There's one here, a smaller one here. It's a bigger one. It's mesh to the inside right here. It's bigger. Now the stuff in these 2 pockets was wet, and there's actually this slash pocket on the outside, which is open. Right, so slash pocket on the outside right here. So the stuff in here was wet in those 3 pockets, but the main compartment was ultimately dry. The main part was pretty dry. The stuff on the top was wet, damp, I would say, but I dried it out overnight in Seattle, like in the apartment I was staying in. It's totally fine. Now, as far as a laptop fit goes, in here, there's a laptop sleeve right here. And now this is one of their field pockets. It's just a packing cube, but it's got the MOLLE webbing on the back. So what I found was I used to strap it up top, and what I found was my 13-inch laptop, and even actually my 12.9-inch iPad Pro right here. When you stick it inside the sleeve, I had to like tuck that up to make it work. What I've got in here now is a cell phone holder, a MOLLE cell phone holder. And I haven't actually tried the iPad in here yet, so I don't know. But if it fits, you just have to lift it up. So I've actually taken this off, and I've just started repacking my bag last week based on my Low Pro thing over here. And once I repacked it, I just put this back in loose, and that seems to have been fine. I've liked it for the last 2 weeks anyways. This is their small field pocket, and I've got one of their big ones on the ground empty because I don't use it. It used to be my diaper one. And I've got one of their medium ones over there, and it's got all my GoPro mounts in it, all the chest mount, those type of things. So, and that's how it holds for electronics. And it's also got back here, if you put that shoulder strap around, it's got another one right here that will hold another laptop if you wanted. So you can put your laptop here and your iPad in there. What I found is when I'm run commuting especially, I want to keep everything in here. I don't want anything in this back sleeve, because if I put stuff in the back sleeve, it actually doesn't conform to my back very well. So I'll put some B-roll here, but of me running. And when you see me running, it actually conforms really well to my back. And so what I do is zip this back closed. Zippers are loud. It's the other thing, the zippers are loud, and they, right at the bottom, I feel like they stick a little bit as I try to fish out the pull. So when I'm running, I'll put it on. There's essentially nothing in it now, but crank it tight like that so it sits nice and high and it doesn't bounce. And I'll actually take these 2 straps and I just flick them inside so they're kind of woven through like that, and then I will go for a run. And it's totally comfortable even. So this is the Peak Designs capture clip on it right now. Even with that, I don't notice that. And that's actually one of the things that I like. They have this extra webbing right here, and the extra webbing means that the capture clip is not actually touching my body. It's touching the webbing only, and it fits just fine. This is the newest one as of 2019. This is their newest capture clip style. So I'm not sure if any of the old ones will fit, but their newest style totally does. You have to kind of put it on an angle and sneak it underneath, but it fits fine. It sits firmly without any issues. So that's great. I've loved it for that. Now, as a hiking bag in the mountains, it's also, again, a really good pack. What it doesn't have and what it doesn't do well is holding vertical things. I can't show you my tripod. I can show you an extra tripod. Let me grab my old crappy tripod. Old crappy tripod, the $12 one. So on this, you can see on this side I have a water bottle holder. So I could, in theory, because there's more MOLLE here, I could, in theory, stick some cording here and then pin, like I said, tie it up to here. You start to see the problem. Slightly taller tripod, right? If it's a lower, this little one, I could probably just strap right here and be fine. Slightly taller one, I could tie it up to here, I guess. What I've also looked at is, this is more MOLLE across the bottom, and I've taken these carabiners for lashing, and you could strap it sideways on here, which I don't love. I don't know, it's not easy access. You can't just swing it off and take the tripod off. So that's one of the issues, again, for hiking. It's another issue with it. And the issue being that I can't just take my hiking poles and stick them down. Most hiking backpacks have a pocket here and a strap, and then you can just get them up out of the way. So really, one MOLLE attachment right here would almost solve the problem, because you could tie it and you'd be fine, any vertical thing. But there is no MOLLE attachment here. I suppose I could put one in, but that seems like a lot of work because this is really tough fabric. I need a really heavy-duty sewing machine, or I'd have to really hammer on my thumb to make that work, and I'm just not going to do that. So next up, the GoRuck as a weekend dadding bag. I'm actually grab my field pocket as well. So when I got the bag, I got 3 of their field pockets. This is the large one, small, and the medium one is over there. And what I would do with the large field pockets, I'd take a couple diapers, and a couple diapers for my other kids. We had 2 kids at one point that had diapers. I'd put some wipes in a Ziploc here, and I'd stuff them inside the field pocket. So this one's elasticized. There's a zipper compartment behind it. And then this is just a zippered with a mesh, kind of a mesh pocket on it right here. You can see, right, mesh pocket. And then there's enough clamshell in here, like enough size in there that I could stick some extra stuff in there. And on the weekends, I literally just take this out of my, like out of the storage area, shove it inside the bag, and I was good to go with my dadding bag. Every once in a while, I'd hit like a size limit when you're like carrying some extra stuff to a birthday party, and I just unweave the molly webbing here on the back and put it on the front of the bag here, and it would be fine. It'd be fine enough, anyways. Certainly didn't have a problem using it anymore, and I'd hang off the back, and I just had extra storage for that day. Now, like literally as of like last 2 weeks ago, I don't know what I'm doing with this anymore. It's hanging out. But like I said, I'm using the small one, and they all have Velcro patches, so I could like buy a Velcro patch and label it so I could know what's in it. Like this could be, I don't know, stuff, because it's got some pens and some batteries in it and stuff for that. And the other one could be GoPro accessories. That would be great. But as a weekend dadding bag, like it's been great. This handle is tough enough and it's comfortable enough when you go to the beach. I'll pull off one of the carabiners that I have down here, clip it up here, and just clip a couple of the heavier duty beach bags we have and clip them right into the handle and just let them hang off my bag. And one trip it, because who wants to do two trips, right? Just one trip it down to the beach with a couple things hanging off my back, something slung over my shoulder. We've got this blanket you can get at Costco. And I'll sling that over my shoulder and I'll carry everything down in one shot because I'm not doing 2 trips. And you don't want to do 2 trips either. Now, the GoRuck as a camera carry. As I already said, I pointed out my Peak Designs capture clip right here, and I've just really started to take my camera, which you're looking at, so I can't show you all over. I have some B-roll of me clipping in and out from last weekend hiking with the kids. But I really haven't. I've really only just started like investigating this as a camera carry. What it doesn't have is a big open compartment. And I tried the large field pocket I just had a second ago to put a couple lenses in, and it just didn't work. And so what I've ended up doing is I've used this Low Pro Viewpoint CS something or other, the biggish one. And I've used this. You can see in here, I've got, right, I'm trying not to spell it, 50 mil, 18 to 135, some remotes, my mic, which is right there, goes here, and then the dead cat goes on top of it. The dead cat's over on the shelf. Batteries here, I have GoPro batteries, various cables in here, and then I've got a couple media cards, mini, micro, or what is it, mini SD, micro SD, and SD card up here. And inside I've got a dual charger that goes off USB-C, and I've got some cables in here to do that. So that's what I've done. This fits in. What I usually do is I put this in vertically. If I put it in vertically, and then this fits right beside it, no problem, about like that inside. And I still have basically the top of the bag to go. And I've carried it with the Low Pro Viewpoint CS whatever, and my iPad and my keyboard, which is a Logitech K11. Right there. And my headphones, which are Plantronics Backbeat Pro. And my notebook, which is just a notebook thing. It's an official bullet journal if you care. I put that all in and carry it out, and then take the camera. Right, sometimes with the microphone on, but I'll take the camera, clip it right in, and just have the camera off and on throughout the day. What I'll also do is, depending on what lens I'm using, with my 18 to 135, it's long enough, especially with the hood on, that I can strap I have a Peak Design shell as well, which goes over the camera. I'll strap it right to the camera so I can shoot right through the shell. I'll take it out with the, what's that, an 18 to 55 I have on my camera right now for vlogging. What I do is I actually loop it onto the strap here, and I just take it off and let it hang and snap it back on, and that's totally fine. That works perfectly with the bag, and it's made the bag. I could get a photo bag. Looked at the Peak Designs photo bags as well, and they look really nice. But I've got this perfect bag here, right? This bag is also tough enough that if I wanted to go on a weekend, like if I was stuck on a weekend, I could throw some cords, and I have some cords in here for my bike. If I'm picking up mail, I can strap stuff to the back of the bag. But I could take one of those cords, which is like a Prusicking cord. It's a thin climbing rope you could use for like ascending other ropes. I could tie it in here and like build myself basically a little chest harness for safety, right? Tie into the loops right here, tie it across, and feel fairly secure doing a short rappel on it. Would be super comfy, but it would work. So having a backpack like this that's really robust, that's going to last me a long time, that's going to do so many things, and it's really so versatile, I just don't feel like I want to go to a specific camera bag. At least at this point, I don't have enough gear to go to a specific camera bag. On top of all this stuff, like I can still fit the GoPro mounts, all the like the bike mount, the chest mount, the head mount, the wrist mount, and then a couple of the other assorted pieces. I can fit that all in here without a problem, and a hydration bladder, and have my camera on the outside if I'm taking that, and have the GoPro, and the GoPro fits inside no problem too on a selfie stick or monopod, because I hate selfie sticks because it just seems dumb to say selfie stick, I guess. Anyways, I could do all that and still have the bag and just feel fine with it and like it. When I come home, when I come to the office, right, I can just throw my iPad in there and throw the keyboard in there and throw this. Pretty much goes with me everywhere. It's got, you know, even the camera stuff in it, because it doesn't have to go with me when I'm hiking, because I have plenty of batteries, and I have lots of batteries. So maybe it doesn't need to go with me when I'm hiking, but still I can toss that, or I can take it in. And having this modular system is really nice, as opposed to the Peak bags, which have like, they're very specific for camera, whereas this one is not. And, you know, by adding a one insert, it seems to be doing just fine. I've been quite happy with it. It'll be interesting to see as I go farther and longer and take the camera gear more, right, and not just, you know, shooting in the 10 blocks that is my city, or not shooting on a, you know, an hour-long hike, going up for a few hours. And I'd like to do some more of that, like hiking up to something with all the camera gear and really digging into it and seeing how it does. And maybe I'll decide at that point, oh no, I need something more. But that's a hard trade-off, right? Because the Peak Designs bag is not meant to take up into the mountains necessarily. I need to look at, I think F-Stop makes some stuff like that. So in the interim, while I'm really deciding what I want, what I need, what I'm going to use camera gear, what's the most important gear to buy, sticking with the GR1 and the 20, I think it's a 20-liter version, and the low pro insert and a couple extra pieces has like just made the bag super versatile for me. It's a perfect bag. I really can't complain. I mean, I could complain. You can complain about anything, but I'm quite happy with it. I don't see a reason. I keep looking at the Peak stuff because it looks sexy, really. Maybe the sling I'd carry around, but as far as my everyday, all the time bag, I've just got this. This is the one when I go to church, when I go basically anywhere, I just grab the bag and take it with me. Unless I'm going super light for one day and just need my wallet, but then I will throw that in a pocket in my jacket. And even then, I'm always like, where's my wallet? Because it should be in here. But it's a great bag. I just pick it up, throw it in the trunk, which is through my door right there of the car, and I'm off for the day. Peak Design GoRuck GR1. They're expensive. I think I paid $400, maybe over $400 Canadian for this, which is more expensive than some of the backpacks that I have from all the backpacking and mountaineering that I do. But I would say it lasts really well. Like, I use this every day. It's been scraped up and down stuff. It's been muddy. It's been sopping wet. It just gets used hard every single day. The kids have played tug of war with the straps on it, and it's totally fine. Like, it's essentially none the worse for wear. You almost would look at it and be like, it doesn't really look that old, although it's, you know, slightly broken in a little bit, because that fabric does relax on the back a little bit, right? So when you first get it, this fabric here is a little stiffer and it's relaxed a little bit, but ultimately it looks brand new. And the other thing I love about this is the the Velcro patch here. There's a Velcro patch on here, so I'm a rebel. And it's nice to even have people stop. Is that a Rebels patch? Yes, it's a Rebels patch. And they're all excited that I have a Rebels patch. And I'm excited because it's freaking cool. So backpacks, I'd love to hear. If you've got a GR1, I'd love to hear about it. I'd love to hear what you use in your backpack, how you're using it, what you carry day to day. I'm actually going to talk next week. I'm looking at my content calendar over there. I'm going to talk about it's not for a while. Later in April. I'm going to talk about like what my crucial mobile iPad gear is, the things that I take, like my Logitech K11. I have a battery in here that I take all over. Headphones I showed you. So I'm going to go more specifically into the crucial gear that I take to be productive with my iPad day to day. And it all goes right in my GoRuck GR1, because it's awesome. You should get one. They last really well. If you're in the US, they're really big on the US, built in the US stuff, which is fine. But I'm not in the US, so I don't know. It's really good. Good warranty. Guess get the bag. Yeah, get the bag. I recommend it. I've been happy with it. Time to go be dad, I guess. Because, yeah, babysitter's off pretty soon.